Alrighty, we are live for Vegas at the Calgary Flames. We all know what's been happening with Vegas lately. 6 game win streak led right into 2 losses at home. Oh, okay. I'm not sure why puck drops 15 minutes from now, but that's a real pain in the ass. I'd have started 15 minutes from now. What the hell is that about? Well, all right. Well, it's kind of anyway. Talking about the Knights, did good for a while there, and then got our asses kicked twice at home. 3-2 against Edmonton. Maybe not qualifying as an ass kicking, but it wasn't great. And then getting swamped 4-0 by Winnipeg. Ooh, that one was rough, but it is what it is. We're back. As far as I know, Akira Schmid is going to be in net. So Hilly will play against Vancouver. Probably, who is it, Lincoln in for Vancouver? So tomorrow should, damn, I can't stop whistling on, it's not on purpose. But, oh yeah, Lincoln in versus Hilly in net in Vancouver tomorrow night. Sounds like a pretty fun battle. I would expect Wolf to be in net for Calgary, but he's been playing a lot lately, so we'll see about that. Much to Marcour's displeasure, I would not like to see Wolf in net because he is a fantastic goalie, and I want us to score. So, I was hoping to not have to try and mess with this thing, but wrist has been real screwed up. Think I might know when I did it, but yo, David, definitely watching this weekend's Golden Knight games against the Flames Canucks. Yes, sir. The early of those games about to get underway on regional channels. Yes, sir. But let's take a look. Like I said, we all know how Vegas has been doing. Let's take a look at Calgary real quick. Beat the Ducks 4-1. Lost to Utah 3-1. Beat the Avalanche 3-2 in a shootout. The Avalanche have been, I was talking to my dad about that earlier. They're a real up and down team lately. Colorado is. Lost to the Oilers 3-2 in overtime. Lost to the Stars 5-2. Beat the Kraken 4-3 in overtime. Beat the Islanders 4-3 in overtime. A lot of overtimes with the Flames. They beat the Devils 5-3, beat the Rangers 2-1, lost to the Leafs 6-2, lost to the Avalanche 2-4. So, I mean, even trying to put a line on this game is kind of tough. I'm not sure what the actual line is. 58%. Let's see. See if I can find an average real quick. I don't really want to go clicking on a whole bunch of stuff, but whatever. I'm going to end up with a bunch of random search results anyway. But I'm trying to just put a line on it. Like, if Wolf's in net, 3-1 Vegas. If he's not, 5-1 Vegas, maybe 5-2. You know, if the line's 5 goals, I'd probably take the over. Otherwise, under. But I could be very, very wrong. As always, I just make sure to say that as a disclaimer so nobody can come be like, motherfucker, you told me. It's like, no, I guessed. But we did just see Buffalo beat Tampa in a shootout. Who was it? Alex Tuck. Always good to see number 89 doing well. So he ended up making the shot that won the shootout. So good job, Buffalo, in Buffalo. So that was a good one. Man, earlier today, so I'm throwing on games. Like, it hits 4 o'clock, so got a couple of different games, and I'm like, all right, let's see how, I wanted to watch, what was it? Toronto Columbus. And it's funny because this morning too, I put on, like, I was debating streaming, like, nah, I'm too tired. I got a long day. So I just threw on the Devils Rangers games to watch, and I'm not really paying attention. All of a sudden, it's 4-0. It's like, all right, so that wasn't much of a game. So then at 4 o'clock, I turn on Toronto and Columbus. Just out of all the games, I was like either that or Boston and Carolina. But I decided to throw on Toronto Columbus. Same thing. I'm looking down. I look up. It's 2-0, 3-0. Like, what the hell? So go over to Boston, Carolina. It's 4-0 Boston. Like, all right, well, what's Winnipeg up to? They're losing 3-0 to Utah. It was like, what is going on? So today, the Devils beat the Rangers in New Jersey 4-0. The Senators beat the Panthers in Ottawa 3-0. Penguins beat the Stars in Dallas 5-3. Vancouver, who we get to play tomorrow, so I hope we play well because Vancouver's going to be jacked up after this win. 6-2 against the Ducks in Vancouver. Oh, that was the other one. Putting on the Kings Oilers, and the Kings beat the Oilers 3-0. Shutouts all over the place. Bruins end up beating the Hurricanes 5-1. We saw the shootout between the Lightnings and Sabres. And I was like, I didn't even care about that game. But then it was 2-2, so it was like, all right. I guess we'll watch that one because none of the other games are anything to watch. The Leafs end up beating Blue Jackets 5-0 in Toronto. Canadians beat the Flyers 3-2 in Montreal. I didn't flip on the Avalanche Blues game because it was 4-2 St. Louis, and I'm like, all right, this game's over. And then all of a sudden, it's 5-4 final. Blues win. And then the Utah Hockey Club end up beating the Jets 4-1. So a lot of just blowout games today. Not exactly what I was expecting when I started looking at the scores. Vladar. I was so lost as to who would be in if it wasn't Wolf. I totally forgot about Vladar. Let's see. I feel like I brought something else up that I wanted to check, but maybe we already looked at that. Yeah. So tomorrow, Sunday, 7 p.m. against Vancouver. Game's on ESPN, so more people should probably be able to watch it if you're interested in watching it. They black them out all over the place, so. But starting at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow, that is going to be our first game. I'm not sure what the plan is because it's a gym day, but I feel like being a fat, lazy bastard, so we'll see about that. Because if I bail on that, then we'll watch the Stars in the Wild. Most likely, though, I'll just come back for the Vegas Vancouver game. Wait, where is it? Oh, that's right. It's going to be up on top because I got. Never mind. So we're going to come in for the Capitals and the Islanders. We'll watch Ovechkin break the record, hopefully. Like I said, I love Logan Thompson. He's hurt, so he's not playing. So I have no reason to watch the Capitals except for Ovechkin breaking the record. We were here when he scored 2 goals to tie it. We were pulling for his hat trick to get it. It'd be great for him to get it at home, but I would much prefer for him to just get it so I don't have to worry about watching games. Even though we'll probably still end up watching a game or two next week. I said the week after, last week of the season, may be iffy about being here for any games at all. My niece is coming out, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time with her and my parents. And so that may end up being watching hockey with my niece. So may be here, may not be here, may do a couple of games, maybe not, may do a couple of nights games, may not. Just gonna have to see how it goes. And we'll stay I have to be somewhat reserved in my yelling during goals. Anyway, 9:30 Caps at the Islanders tomorrow morning. If I make it back home by 2:30 tomorrow for Panthers Red Wings, we may watch that. I may stream that one because that should be a fun game to watch. If nothing else, they should beat the hell out of each other. 3 o'clock is the Bruins and Sabres. So having the Bruins and Sabres up as a second screen to the Panthers and Red Wings might not be bad. Do have the Penguins and Blackhawks at 3 though, so maybe we'll dual screen the Pens and because I really do want to watch the Panthers and the Red Wings, even though Marchand went to Florida. Florida still has a special little place in my cold black heart. And then Canadians and Predators, 4 o'clock, and that's the last game before the Knights at 7. So Sundays are usually boring days. Might as well fill them with a couple of games. So we're going to do 2. Maybe we'll pop in for 3. See how energetic I feel. Just because, like I said, leaving the gym today, I had 0 energy. But anyway, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Still counting down. It was 15 minutes to puck drop at 7 o'clock. So hoping we only have about 2.5, maybe 3 minutes left. Let's see. Any other games going? Kraken and the Sharks. That's it. Yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah, let's check. Alrighty. So let's see. Gotta go way back. When was the last time we played Calgary and see who scored? I want to say we played Vladar last time we played them. Stars of the game were Sammy, Howden, and Olofsson. So Pearson, Olofsson, and Howdy scored. Okay. And it was 3-0. Let's go back a little further. We beat them 5-0, and Petro, Stone, Kolasar twice, and Wall. So not getting a whole. So basically anybody can score on them, which we know. I mean, that's Vegas. But 5-0, 3-0 games. So, but it's Akira Schmidt. It's not Hilly or Sammy. So even though they haven't scored a goal on us, it's definitely not impossible for them. But as for our goal scorers, all 8 goals came from 8 different people. Sorry, no, 7 different people. Because Kolasar scored twice. Wall, Stone, Petrangelo, Olofsson, Pearson, and Howdy. At the Scotiabank Saddle Dome. They just got done with the whole ceremony, getting the red carpet off the ice. I really wish we could hear the national anthem, but I want it to happen at home games, so at least for playoffs, we should be able to hear some national anthems. Thought I just heard something weird. Oh, I think it's the chair. Okay. Dude, so Dustin Wolf is in. Bummer. Like, we'll see some good goaltending on the Calgary end, but bummer. But Schmid has fewer games in his career than Wolf has this season. This is Wolf's 48th game, and this is Schmid's 46th. Or 48th game this season, and this is Schmid's 46th game in his career. That's a little nuts. Oh, puck out right away. Carly goes right off the shoulder. I don't know how he got that puck went out, and they just gave so much space. White Cloud dumps it in. Reset and first line on the ice. So they started with the third line. I can dig it. And they got a 2-on-1. So Vegas at least opens up the shooting. That's offsides. Eichel had to swat that one down. Not a whole lot of pressure to put that one that high in the air. McNabb going for a hit. There you go. Puck comes around low board in the Vegas zone. Barbashev gets crunched up as the shot hits McNabb out high. Gets it out. Calgary heading almost right back in. Little disruption. But they get it deep. Schmid slows it down. Theodore to play it. Gets it to McNabb up the ice. And Calgary's going to get it in the neutral zone. All right. Pietrangelo is back. Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on Theodore, because Theodore has been a right POS lately. Let's see. I probably should have checked my mic before I even did any of this. All right, puck's getting in. Saad can't make it in time. And Calgary goes cross corner. All right, but they bailed out. So Wall up the ice. Ends up going back to Haig. Up to Wall. Man, we're struggling. Okay. It's only 2 minutes in, but we're struggling to get across the neutral zone at the moment. We had one really good transition where the puck went into no man's land. Schmidt just got a glove save from a shot off the high point. But puck ended up in no man's land. And Carly bolted. Anderson for Calgary played it really well. He basically played the pass until the last minute. Yes, sir. That's what I was saying. Schmidt, this is Wolf's 48th game this season. This is Schmidt's 46th game of his career. And we got an icing. Face-off coming back in front of Schmidt. 17:30 to go in the first. Each team has a shot. Oh. And Carly gets kicked out for the false start. No, he's not getting kicked out. Okay. Dude, I know a lot. Like, I know the rules around face-offs, but every now and then I can't figure out exactly why it's a reset. Big shot. Wolf fights it off. Who is that? Olafson going up the boards. I saw the 5, but I couldn't tell what that first number was. Carlson wins the face-off. Hannafin takes it up the net, and Olafson's already gone. Both of Calgary's defensemen are caught way behind. And hey, 2 shots on net, 2 shots off of Wolf's right shoulder. So we're going high on him. It's about time. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with trying to go just over the pads or through the 5, but when a guy is shutting you down over and over and over and over again and you keep trying to force it down low, that's where the issues come. Probably helps that we're actually on target too. Calgary just iced it, so we're going to reset right back. A's on Blaze. What's up, buddy? How you been, man? Watch out, everybody. Lucky Rabbit Foot in the house. Oh, I'm doing fantastic, brother. How you doing? How you been? It's like I'm a little on the nervous side with Schmidt in that, just because I don't know him. But other than that, man, I think somebody finally got in the Knight's ass, and we're gonna see something different. Usually happens after 2 games. Good, man. Just been busy with work, missing the streams. Hey, man, life happens. Fucking good to see. Hey, being busy with work is a good thing. Damn, puck just went through Wolf. Ekes out just to the side of the post. Stoney tried to go off his back and missed. Well, having a drink, watching the action. Right on, brother. Welcome back, man. Sounds like a good night. Stoney looking. He couldn't quite get it to Eichel, but the shot comes back from Theodore. Cool. Barbie actually cycled back. Yeah, tonight is bounce back night for the Knights. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said, it's a little nervous with Akira Schmid just because I don't know him. But other than that, we're going to be all right. Sod up to the low corner. Dude loses his stick, tries to go at Sod, and ends up on his knees. You know what? I'm going to do what I did the other night. I'm going to have Calgary's lineup up just so I can do a little bit better with the call outs from time to time. Dorofeev in with Sod. Trangelo pinches down, gets the fight below the net. Dorofeev gonna win? No. Puck's gonna go all the way down to Schmid. Make sure he plays it smart. He played it well, but the pass goes off a skate. That didn't go very well. All right, where is it? Where is it, Flames? All right. I'll try and learn these guys a little bit as we go. Calgary's able to get out. We got a lot of back and forth hockey so far. Not a whole lot of getting set up. We're all one and dones. That should have been icing. I guess that they gave. Okay, I'll say I understand giving the line, but they just gave him 4 feet. But it was an icing face off in front of Wolf. Damn. All right, we got lucky. I didn't realize how lucky we got. I'd have been more animated. The shot hits McNabb and is going off net, redirects back to Schmid, who misses it. It hits a post and bounces away. Whew. Eichel able to glove the puck down, but Calgary burns right through. Who's this? Lomberg. Looked a little trippy, but Barbashev ends up down on the ice. Calgary does not keep it in. Henley tried to pretend like it didn't come out of the zone, but it did. Six, 8, 235 pounds. Klopka. That's a big ass forward. Ooh, Schmid doing very well so far. I have zero complaints. Scoops up the puck and covers it well. Face off in the Vegas zone. 14:21 to go in the first. Shots are 3-2 Vegas. Fourteen, 18, and 3 with a. That's not. They should. What? Those numbers add to 35. The stat they showed earlier said he had 45 career games. So I'm a little confused. Battle in the Vegas zone. Soft out. Riley almost had it. It looked like it was a soft pass straight to a red jersey. And Riley Smith came sneaking up from behind and got a tip on it. He almost made a fantastic play. Saad's going to throw it in just across the blue line. Howden down low trying to get it to Saad. Here comes Dorofeyev creeping up on the back end. If they can get up the wall, gets it to Dorofeyev, gets it to Saad up front. Saad tries to stuff him 5-hole. Wolf with a great stop, and the follow-up goes right in the Wolf's glove. Damn, Saad was right up tight. Okay, so he didn't get a rebound. I thought something about that looked weird. Saad tries to go 5-hole, goes right off of Wolf's stick, goes straight in the air, and Wolf gloves it. Other good stop. The opportunities are coming. So let's see what's happening in San Jose and Seattle. I think they're in Seattle. Nope, they're in San Jose, cracking her up 2-0. Sharks on a power play for 35 more seconds. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Okay. Cool. I'd love for this thing to actually stay velcroed in, but it's so torn up. All right, let's see what's happening in the world. Anything that's not annoying as shit to talk about. Let's see what else. Mm, no. Oh, that's funny. Yep, nothing going on in the world that we haven't talked about a million times because it's the same shit, different day. I said, I don't know this kid, but as of right now, I am a fan. White Cloud throws it to the net, hits a body out front. Calgary's going to get it clear. Oh, I got to sneeze. Calgary gets it all the way up to the blue line, a long stretch pass. But Vegas handles it very well. And ball's going to ice it. Ball number. Oh, I'm on the wrong team. Makes a little more sense. Oh, I forgot Pahal is on Calgary. I gotta keep an eye out for my guy. Dude, Pahal, Braden Pahal. I'm pretty sure it's Braden. Something like that. Dude was actually good, man. He wasn't quite. He was good on the Silver Knights, and he just wasn't quite good enough on the Golden Knights. Dude, Calgary's getting a power play. Who did it? Braden McNabb. He tried to make a play on the puck, but he was over aggressive, and the guy took a step and he just shoved his stick right between his legs. It's so funny watching fans do hand motions and talk shit to the guy going to the box. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a penalty except McNabb twisted his blade just enough to get it into the gap in the skate. And that's what ended up getting him. All right. Who was that? Frost? Brazil? Nope, Frost. Okay. I said, as always, I know my Knights players. I know a handful of other players. Otherwise, I don't know names for nothing. Oh, bad passing. Gets to Stoney. Wolf's going to end up. Oh, he did. Okay, that was a really quick whistle. It was a good, it was fine, but that was just really, really quick. But dude plays it off the boards behind him, plays it at a weird angle, so it ends up right on Wolf as two Calgary guys are to his right on top of each other. Wolf tries to tap it to him, ends up tapping it to the wall where Eichel gets it back to Stone, and Stone gets another shot on Wolf. But Wolf stops it, covers it right in front of him. Dude, Riley Smith just all over the pressure. Calgary is 21%, 18th in the league on their power play, and we are 75.2%, which is 26th in the league in our penalty kill. I said we could have the best power play all we want. If our penalty kill is trash, we're in trouble. Which we typically don't get called for a whole lot of penalties. Dude, Riley Smith just heading right back out to the blue line and putting pressure on. God, I'm so very much enjoy having my man back on the team. And we've got an icing by Calgary. I didn't know if White Cloud made it back or not. 38 seconds left on the power play. Face off going into the Calgary zone. I mean, Riley Smith just reads that the whole way up the wall, bolts up the ice, and gets a stick on the pass across the point. And that's after he had been down low on a shift. Like he was putting pressure in the Calgary zone, goes down, has a whole shift of battling, and then gets up to the point. I just, yeah, really appreciate the dude. Vegas doing a good job keeping the puck out of the zone. Had a few minutes there where it was a little busy, but pass goes off a skate. Pietrangelo ends up with it, and he's going to send it all the way back. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and we are even strength. Just under 11 minutes to go in the first. So Vegas doing a real good job on that penalty kill. It's nice to see. Wall battling on the boards, trying to get it free. Gets it out to Haig in front of the net. Who gets it behind the net, up the wall. Pearson battling. Right back into that wall battle. Pearson getting it around, and Vegas gets it out. Fence look good so far. Very much so, man. I'll say it's not hard to look better than what our defense have been, but we do look good tonight. Oh, that's a trip. What are you bitching about, dude? Like, Kadri. What's the argument here? Like you miss if you had the puck on your stick, maybe, but you forgot the puck, bro. We are dead halfway through. I could probably word that better, but whatever. We are halfway through the first period. Shots are 5-2 Vegas. Vegas wins the power play. High point. High dot. Dorofeyev above the low dot. He had a moment to shoot, but he waited. Dorofeyev swings and misses on the puck, but it goes down to low boards. Stoney gets it to Eichel. Back to the high point, and Hannafin misses the puck, and it clears all the way down. Now goal over to capitalize on power play. Kadri the box. 2 or less. Stoney tried to get it to Dorofeyev, but Dorofeyev was behind. Calgary headed up the ice. Hannafin gets a stick on it. Stoney's going to settle. Get it to Hannafin. Across the red line. Into the zone. Goes around, gets to the corner. And Calgary ends up with the puck. Vegas not able to keep it in. Eichel goes back with it. And he loses it to the red dot. Luckily, Vegas gets it back. Carly in, but not deep. As he's pressured, his pass goes off the skate. Theodore back to the red line. Over a minute gone. In the power play. Stoney in. Trying to feed it back to Theodore. Out front. Barbashev has it. He's going to get it back to Theodore. Olofsson with the shot. Low blocker save by Wolf. Theodore. Olofsson. Another good save by Wolf. 2 good shots by Olofsson, but 2 great saves by Justin Wolf. Smith, Theodore, Olofsson again, and that one hits ball up front. I don't know if it made it to Wolf, but it ended up going up into the backboards. They're going to try and set Olofsson up again. And that one, again, he just could not get it up in the air. 10 seconds left on the power play. Vegas is not going to be able to reset before we go back to even strength. Great job on the power play, but Justin Wolf just being a wall right now. And what a play by Wall to get the puck down to Barbashev. But Barbashev is not able to sneak it in. Dang, that puck, dude, we're going back and forth in a hurry. Pietrangelo just got a good stick to pop the puck up, but it almost went in. Yes, sir. That is the exact way to describe the Knights right now. Uyghur gets a shot on Schmidt from the point, and he's going to cover it up. I don't know if I saw that right. I sure did. 7:24 to go in the first. Shots are 10-2 Golden Knights. Lot of opportunity, just not able to get the finish. So far, the closest a goal has come has been from a Calgary shot that went off McNabb. Schmid missed, and it hit a post. So, man, we're looking much better. We just gotta find a way to get the puck in the net. You know, Dorofeyev had a chance, but he whiffed on the shot. Olofsson, a couple of tries. Twice he went down low. His second shot, he didn't get much behind it, just like his first shot, but twice he tried to go down low, couldn't get it through. One was tipped up, and one hit Wolf in the chest. So, yeah, opportunities are definitely there. Let me see real quick. Go take a look at this game specifically. Calgary's winning the faceoff percentage, man. We got 8 hits to their 2. No, sorry. They have 8 hits to our 2. I was like, how do we have more hits than them? There's no way. We haven't hit anybody. And that's actually what's going on. We've hit 2 people. 2 giveaways each and no takeaways each. How's the game in? Just got home. It's well, welcome home. It's been fun to watch. Shots are 10-2 Vegas. Was it 7:24 to go in the first? Um, Vegas did good shutting down their power play. They had nothing going for them. And our power play just produced like 4 shots, 5 shots. But your boy Wolf is being a brick wall. So, like, I don't doubt that Vegas is going to find a way to get 1 or 2 past him. But he's been doing very well. His first 2 stops were off his right shoulder up high, and they were great stops. Oh, I just realized Wolf has a Post Malone picture on it painted on his mask. Oh, Petrangelo fell over as Frost kicked it. Yeah, 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 I know. Yeah, yeah. I know number 70. Oops. Lombard. Okay. I was like, I know that face. I just don't know who that is. Oh, pass goes off a skate right back. Got asked to cover so much shift at work today. Oh, nice. Especially if you're wanting to work, man. That's awesome. Make a couple extra bucks. All right, 6:44 to go in the first. Shots are 10-3 Vegas. Face off to the right of Wolf. Eichel wins the face off. Barbie tries to put it on net, but gets tipped away. And now Calgary breaking in. 3-on-1, but Eichel and Whitecloud, like Hannafin did a great job to stay on who's that, Klapka? Whoever the puck handler was. Hannafin did a great job staying on him, and Whitecloud and Eichel busted ass back and was able to cover the other 2. Like, Whitecloud actually beat Romberg back, and Eichel made it there just in time for a stick lift, had that puck come through. That was great. As well as a coworker who's been that nice to me. So, no, that's awesome. Like I said, it's every now and then it's a hassle. But if you're willing to work, somebody needs a hand, it's no worries. You're not going to be doing much anyway. Dude, it's awesome to make a little bit of extra money. Help somebody out. Like, all of it's good, man. I Puck's a little frozen. I hate when they switch the cameras like that. Oh, Wolf's going to play it as Colasar comes up. I'd have figured He'd cover it, but it works out. And then Egg plays the body instead of the puck, so it goes all the way down. No worries. Colasar, and he's going to throw it towards the net. Wolf gloves it and drops it. And Vegas resetting in neutral. Puck gets in. Wolf's playing it. And Calgary's able to get it clear. Carlson just fell down. I don't know what the hell just happened. The ice right around the neutral line is not fantastic. Eichel might have got away with the tripping, but Schmid just lifted his pad and it scared me, but he ended up making a great save. Anderson for Calgary bringing it out. Puck doesn't make it far. White Cloud up. Sod hitting the brakes. Loses the puck as he does, though. And then White Cloud, I don't know if he realized old boy was right behind him. Farabee. Puck deep into the Vegas zone. High corner. Low corner. Puck comes out. Sod's the only one home. Gets it clear, so we'll get a little bit of a reset. I'm sure everybody's going for a change. And they are. Ooh, Eichel tried. Stoney gets it deep. Been 4 minutes since our last shot on goal. Calgary, it's been 1:23. Shots are 10-5 Vegas with 3:50 to go in the first. Shot goes way wide. Calgary controlling the Vegas zone off the outside of the net. Low corner, low dot. Point, high dot. Back to the point. Swing. Save Schmidt. Little pop-up rebound right out in front of them, but it's all right. Our guys were actually paying attention. Ooh, we got it across, but not far enough. Man, we just cannot connect on stretch passes. Lombard across the red. Calgary into the zone. Petrangelo just says hell with it and took dude out. Took Rooney just hard into the boards. Doing it as watch the game, so I'll be able to. Yeah, nice. Yeah, then it's all around perfect, man. That's awesome. Pearson whiffs on the pass. I don't know if it's the ice or the guys just worried about contact because Calgary wants to hit and we're horrified of touching another human being. I mean, Petrangelo did good. Riley Smith goes for the body. Damn, Waugh came out to help and ended up off the off position. Ooh. Calgary couldn't really make a decision on who they wanted to play it. I'm not sure why that was waved off, but it was. Hannafin circling in his own zone. Plays it up all the way. Good stick, but that's a high stick. Carlson ends up with a shot on net. That was a weird course the puck just took. I'm very surprised by that shot by Carly, but man, what a guy. 2-on-2, Dorofeyev, Howden. 3-on-2 with Theodore. Let's go. All right, we got to wait for the update. There it is. Scoring for your Golden Knights. With his 33rd of the season, number 16, Pavel Dorofeyev. With an assist, from number 27, Shea Theodore. And a secondary assist from number 20, Brendan Side. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Gotta update that score. Pavel Dorofeyev, man. Who knew? Kid has been fantastic. Still has my favorite first goal that will probably ever be scored. First goal in the NHL went off his node. Off his nose, not node. Yeah, Marcourt. He really has been an awesome pickup. And we grabbed him basically because Carly got hurt. And we realized pretty quick that Brisson didn't have the strength or the speed to be up. Schwint doesn't have the size to be up. Like a bunch of our guy Romberg is I it's not that I don't like the guy, but he's just not quite there. Like realized a lot of our guys in realized a lot of our guys in Henderson that do great in Henderson. Every now and then we get one that comes up and he's good. But we found a lot of them not being great. And picking up Sod fixed a lot of that. Dude, Dorofeyev has 19 road goals. So he's in second place between Marchessault and Marchessault. Fast play to Craig Smartlights. Yeah, and he may not be the fastest player, but he is definitely fast. Like he gets up the ice very quickly. Like he may not be McKinnon or McDavid, but he is very fast. Credit 1 minute to go. Dude, Eichel just cooking. He did not make the line, but they gave it to him. Nope. Dude, the bottom line judge gave it to him. The high line judge didn't. I said I didn't think he made the line, but the lower line judge waved it off. Now Calgary wins the face-off. Hits a mass of bodies up front with the shot. Theodore, McNabb, Stoney tried to get it to Ike. And then I don't know if Ike just got tripped or I think the ice in the neutral zone is just that bad. Because a lot of guys going down. 20 seconds. Stone's just going to take the light dump in right on Wolf. Wall down low, fighting in the corner. 6 seconds. Good play, but you are too late, buddy. And we get the pick off right as they cross the blue line, right at the buzzer. So far, so good. Schmidt hasn't been challenged too hard, but the challenges he's had, he's done very well. Wolf is playing just like Wolf. Like I said, I was hoping for Vladar just because I didn't want us to play Wolf. He definitely is a fantastic goalie. It's one of those where, I don't know if he's a big fan of Calgary, but maybe other places could start looking at him because he definitely deserves a big old contract. He deserves like the Logan Thompson deal where he goes somewhere else and gets paid $6 million a year. But I told you somebody was going to find the weak spot. And Dorofeev with a little backhand comes through and delivers on that. But tell you what, none of the games are going on, so we'll just recap. I hope we extend SOD for a bit. I wouldn't mind that. I'll be curious to see what we do in the off season because I have a feeling there's going to be a couple moves, like a couple of lower line guys going places, but we'll see. All right, so real quick recap of the scores from today, and then we'll take a few minutes. But I'll come back to watch a little bit of the Kraken Sharks before the Vegas game comes back. So you got the Devils beating the Rangers 4-0 in New Jersey. Senators beating the Panthers 3-0 in Ottawa. Penguins beat the Stars 5-3 in Dallas. Canucks beat the Ducks. That was more of a tongue twister than I was expecting it to be. Canucks and the Ducks. Vancouver wins in Vancouver 6-2. The LA Kings shut out the Oilers 3-0 in LA. Bruins kick ass in Boston against the Hurricanes 5-1. The Sabres, Alex Tuck coming in with the winning shootout goal in Buffalo against the Lightning to win 3-2. Maple Leafs wallop the Blue Jackets in Toronto 5-0. Canadiens beat the Flyers 3-2 in Montreal. Dude, the Avalanche were down 4-2 to the Blues and made it close because the Blues won 5-4 in St. Louis. And then the Utah Hockey Club walloped the Jets 4-1. I'm still surprised by that. We'll stay on a similar contract. It has to be extended, in my opinion. Like I said, we'll see. It's just, I'm not sure. It's every year there's kind of a new game plan, so we will see. We'll definitely see how he does in the playoffs. See how like Olofsson and Pearson do in the playoffs. Couple guys I don't want to see go, but there's potential. So, Ben Hutton. If I'm Ben Hutton, I'm trying to go somewhere else because he should be playing. He should have been playing the whole time Korzak played. But, all right. So, got to get out of Buffalo. Yeah, he really does. Poor bastard. All right, we only got a couple minutes till the Sharks and the Kraken are back. So, I'm going to take a couple real quick, do a couple things. I'll be right back. Yo, my bad. I messed up. Sorry I'm late, y'all. That is 100% on me. I guess I got just too tied up in conversation, man. I was not paying attention. I plan on coming back to watch a little bit of the Sharks Kraken game. All right, at least I didn't miss any goals. Let's see if I missed anything close. Ooh. Would have been close if he didn't have to, Farabee, if he didn't have to settle the puck. That would have been real close, but he gave Schmid plenty of time to get across. Man, I hate coming. I gotta admit, I hate coming back late. I always try and work it out, but man, that went by way faster than I was expecting it to. Trangelo in the high corner, trying to battle, gets it out, gets it over to Haig, but it gets past him. Haig gets it up the board. Anderson shuts it down. Calgary keeps it in. Howden with good back pressure. Calgary sends the pass wide. Number 10, Huberdeau. All right. Oh, Dorofeev couldn't get it deep. Petrangelo, Haig. In his own zone, looking to go up ice. Ends up going behind him to Petrangelo. Petrangelo looking off the wall. Hits Dorofeev, but it jumps off his stick. Rooney takes it right back in. Lomberg on the low corner. Gets it up to the low point. Shoot. Body hits the front. Puck hits bodies out front. I'm not sure who tried to clear it, but he just tried to clear it off of Nick Wall's face, which didn't work out very well. Makes a better wall than a window. Lomberg with it. Calgary keeps it in the Vegas zone. Trying to get behind the net. Pearson rubs him off. Uyghur up at the point. Gets it right back down to Klopka. Dude. This line doing pretty good work. Klopka goes to shoot and his stick breaks in half. Pearson ends up getting the puck back. Calgary right up. That was dangerous. Pospisil. I kind of know a couple of the names, but I'm not even close on a lot of them, but we already know that. Are they going to call him for a hook? No, they're not. Okay, good. Vegas finally gets it out again. Pahal gets it up the ice. That misses everybody. It's going to be an icing. Face off in the Calgary zone. And a typical second. I've only been here for 2 minutes of the 4 minutes that we've played, but we already are looking like a typical Vegas second period. Ugh. Went right off her Wall's ear. You gotta have balls to take off your helmet on the bench, dude. That's like the guy in Saving Private Ryan that gets shot in the helmet and takes it off to be like, hey, look at that, and then gets shot in the head. All right, ball back to play for Calgary behind his own baseline. Just gets it up past Barbashev, I think. How was that an icing? I got it. I got to give it to Calgary on that one. Let's see. That was a bad icing call. It was close. They were pretty fairly tied, but that should not have been an icing. Face off goes to Vegas in the Calgary zone. Eichel across the ice. Down low, Barbashev looking. Back up to White Cloud. He's going to get it down to Stoney, who loses the battle on the board, but Ike's there to help out. There we go. Get it. Oh, Barbie had it, but he ends up getting. Oh, Eichel with almost a takeaway. Impressive come from behind. That's offsides by about a mile and a half. Damn, dude. Okay. I want to wear a wrist brace because my wrist hurts like a son of a bitch, but this thing's so chewed up and torn up, it's not working. That's a little bit annoying, I'm not going to lie. I just happen to notice, like, this shirt is like black, huh? Anyway. Oh. Calgary battling for the puck in the Vegas zone. Send it down low. Haig to Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo gets it up and out. And it's icing. Face off back in front of Schmid. Howdy, boy. Come on, man. We need Vegas is. I mean, they had a quick moment of control, I guess, but it didn't develop in anything. Like, I don't think we have any shots this period. Typical second period for Vegas. Big shot goes wide of the net. Another one comes in but goes across the top of the crease, and then Schmid's there to body that one. Couldn't freeze it, but it goes up the boards. Dorofeyev, what a play. Dorofeyev off his knee gets a stick or a skate on the puck and is able to win the battle and get it out of the zone. That was impressive. Dorofeyev and Pospisil going at it. Why was it blown dead? If it's not a penalty, why is it dead? Offsides. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so there was a hold. A little bit of a late hit. How is that not a penalty? I mean, he leg swept him. How is this not a penalty? Dude, the refereeing in this game is horseshit. He gets wrapped up by the neck, leg swooped and taken to the ground. He gets punched in the face afterwards when the ref breaks him up. That should have been offsides. I don't understand how that's not a penalty, and I'm going to bitch about it occasionally from here until the end of the game. I thought that came out. All right, a little bit of back and forth through neutral. Wall gets it to Colasar, gets it on Wolf. Vegas going for a change. Paul heads out for Calgary. Everybody's yelling. Riley dumps it. Probably could have been an icing. I'm not going to lie. Maybe it didn't make it. Theodore over to McNabb. All the way across. Who we got? Olesen fighting for the puck. Carly gets it out front, but Riley Smith was a foot off of where that puck ended up. Dude, every time Calgary enters the zone, they look offsides. It may just be the red jerseys with the blue line, so it kind of catches my eye, but Carly, he's just going to dump and change. 12:20 to go in the second. Shots are 12-10 Vegas. I don't think Vegas has a shot this period. We may not even have an attempt this damn period. All right, we were offsides. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, we have 0 shots in almost 8 minutes of play. I don't know why our second period is so horrible. But man, is it bad. Ow. Ooh, something just went in my neck. I wasn't very good. I have a feeling that's going to hurt later. So the Kraken are up 3-1, just under 10 minutes to go in the second period in San Jose. Chandler Stevenson, I was looking for his name on the first 2 goals, but he finally gets one. Let's see Chandler Stevenson score real quick. No shots in this period is insane. Damn you, dude. It's not the first time either. That's the thing that's even more annoying is we've gone we've gone whole third periods plus overtime without a shot on net. Our second period is garbage, and I can never figure out why. Because then we'll come back and play our asses off in the third. We'll have a great first, a great third, and suck in the second. Or we'll suck in the first and have a decent second and a great third. Or, we just cannot figure out 60 minutes of hockey. It's the most annoying thing about the Golden Knights to me. Never been to a rodeo. Dude, rodeos are fun as shit, man. Especially if you get a group of friends together and then you just take in a stack of $1 bills, go get drunk, get stoned if you're in the place that you can, and then just bet on every single ride or every barrel race or every rope and just bet $1 with the boys. It is a blast. Used to do the same thing with the rugby sevens. All right, puck on the low boards. A little bit of a battle in the Calgary zone. Calgary gets it, but a good stick by Stoney. Eichel, Barbashev. Theodore comes snaking in to get the puck, but man, we are just having all kinds of control issues. Barbie just kind of got boarded right there. I'm not sure what's up with that. There you go. Barbie's going to get in. He's moving a little bit slow, so he goes body, which he should be doing because Barbie's hits have slowed down dramatically this year, which I can understand. But, bro, Barbie the bowling ball was my favorite thing about him. There you go. Dorofeyev with a good defensive play. Trying to get it up, but Yeah. What are we looking at? That's like the 5th high stick in 6 games that has not been called when the Knights are the one that get hit. And Papasil, I think, is the one to do it. If Papasil just walked over and the ref is right there. The puck is right there. What are we looking at? So Dorofeyev gets tackled from behind, completely away from the puck, gets leg swept, and then gets punched in the face. No penalty. Same guy high sticks him to the chin. No penalty. What is going on? Jeez. I'm like now I'm irritated. Like I said, there have been like 6 high sticks on the Golden Knights in the last 5 or 6 games, and none of them have been called. And the thing that pisses me off more than anything, oh, that was a great shot. Riley Smith up close, not really able to do much. Who was that? Olafson from the same spot. Eventually, one's going to go in. But yeah, the thing pisses me off about the Golden Knights. Anybody else, Papasil would be fighting. Like, you're going after Dorofeyev, bro. You're not a badass. First and foremost. Second, like, he's not a fighter. Pick on a fighter. Go get Hay. Go get Kolasar. But those guys ain't going to do shit either. Eichel, or no, McNabb. I thought I saw a 9, but I saw a 3. Theodore, and it's tipped. Riley Smith on the tip. Let's go. Yeah, fuck you with your bullshit no call penalties. I'm happy Dorofeyev already has a goal because that miss high stick's gonna piss me off on top of the other one. Scoring for your Golden Knights with his 12th of the season, number 19, Riley Smith, with an assist from number 27, Shea Theodore, and a secondary assist from number 95, Victor Olofsson. Let's go, baby. Pavel over 2.5 shots. He's got his goal, so I don't know if he's going to shoot anymore. Oh, Demi, my boy. So I was going to say my bro, and then I said boy, and that sounded stupid as fuck, so ignore that. Dorofeyev is never afraid to shoot the puck, dude. I promise you, especially now that he's gotten tackled, punched, and high sticked with no calls. That son bitch is going for a hat trick tonight. I promise he'll get his shots. Ooh, I just itch. Let's see. Where's he at? Got one. Yeah, 2 more shots. I get easy for Dorofeyev. Now, if they ever call a power play, you'll go get the over on that power play. Of course, apparently a guy could mug you like he's in Chicago, and it's all good. Refs will look at you like, well, what were you wearing? Fucking bastards. Dude, getting a fucking vape was dangerous, man, but I need it for these games. Dude, Colasar trying to kick the puck in got blasted. And everybody's screaming like he just got lit up. I mean, the guy pushed him over while he was on one skate, so let's chill with that. Way up high over the net. Wall trying to battle. A little bit of confusion, mixing up. Bodies hitting bodies. A lot of red jerseys colliding into each other. Pearson goes up the board. See, now Calgary is like, fuck it. We're just here to hit. So Vegas better step up and stop being a bunch of little punks and start laying down the hammer. Colasar and Carrier used to lead the league in hits. Now, Colasar ain't hitting. Haig's barely hitting. Barbashev's barely hitting. And he's starting to get mad. But he's like battling on the board rather than just destroying the guy like he used to. We haven't seen Barbie put a guy over the boards, like into the glass in a while. And that was my favorite thing about him, was watching him get guys fucking horizontal 4 feet in the air. All right, first line. Face off to the left of Wolf. Ref, drop the puck. How about that? Sure would be a cool pickup. Shea Theodore, right? Doesn't know how to keep the puck in at the blue line. Otherwise, we'd have been set up. But it's all right. First line, doing work. All the way across. Theodore hits a skate out front. Calgary's going to get it clear. Oof. Little battle in the corner. Soft cross check to McNabb. Puts him on his knees. Theodore trying to get it up and out. We are afraid of Calgary's hitting us enough to where we're afraid of contact now. And it's like, guys, just start hitting them back. Start reverse hitting. Start doing anything except looking scared. What I think about Ovechkin beating the record, I'm really not an Ovechkin fan. Like, I have nothing but respect for Ovechkin. I've got nothing but respect for his game. I'm just, like, I'm a Crosby guy over being an Ovi fan. I am not a Washington Capital fan in any way. The only reason I've watched Capital games is because of Logan Thompson. All that being said, I wish he would have hat-tricked, because that would have been the coolest thing in the world. I'm sorry, breaking a goal record that nobody ever thought would be broken by hat-tricking in Washington during the 50-year celebration would have been the coolest thing that I've seen in a long time. Other than like the Knights winning the cup. I'm kind of excited for it. In fact, I will be streaming the game tomorrow morning at 9:30. I'll be doing this during that game because I want to watch him break the record. We watched the game yesterday where he tied it. Crosby went crazy tonight. Yeah, had he. There were 2 hat tricks in that game, one for each team, but Crosby got the hattie, man. And it's like, Crosby's one of the best players to ever play the game, in my opinion. And I'm not a Penguins fan or any of that stuff either, but gotta respect it. And that's how I feel about Ovechkin, man. I got nothing but respect for him breaking the record. I'm not an Ovechkin fan, not a Caps fan, but I will absolutely be here tomorrow morning streaming so that it's recorded when he breaks the record. But broke the record for single hits in a single so far this year. No, that's good. Like I said, we really don't need one guy that hits, though. That's the problem. Like, that's where my irritation comes from, is because as a team, we are one of the bigger teams. We have to use our size to our advantage. So getting one guy, no, that's good. He knows how to hit clean, but getting one guy does nothing. We need a team that is going to do what they know how to do. Because we used to hit. and then the bower nipped our nuts, and then we started hitting again a little bit, and then we got Barbie, and he was a bowling ball, and he would get everybody hitting. I was like, yeah, but it's just like I said, it's our team with everybody healthy, like with hurdling and all that, is exactly what it needs to be. We really don't need, it's he could be a good addition. You're right, but it's just we don't need anybody. Our team is perfect. They just got to get out of their own asses and start playing the way that they know how to play. And now we finally, we have 6 shots in the period, but it took us 8 minutes to get a single one. Yeah, get your asses back. There you go. Hey, get mad. Coleman put the puck right into Schmid's stomach, and then he started celebrating. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Get out of here. Oh, Schmidt, or because he pushed Schmidt, he's trying to sit there and be like, oh, no, no, that's a goal. I didn't realize it crept through, but I don't think that crossed all the way. Dude, Olafson deserves a goal tonight, man. He's got like 7 shots on point. A couple of them didn't have a whole lot of juice. The rest of them were great. The call on the ice has to be no goal. It has to be. I don't think he actually touched Smith, to be honest, but if he did, then it doesn't matter. So they did call interference. So he did hit him. Yeah, it's no goaltender interference, and I don't think the puck crossed all the way anyway. Told you it never crossed the line. And it was waved off anyway for goalie interference. So I head out, watch the game, then shower for sure, buddy. Hey, Marcor, as always, good seeing, man. Like I said, I'll be here 9:30 tomorrow for the Caps game, and I'll be here tomorrow at 7. But have a good night, man. Get some good sleep. Enjoy your Saturday evening, brother. All right, Calgary gets the face off. Big shot. Schmidt with the blocker save. The boy's not giving him a whole lot of help getting the puck out. It's like, dude, the fans are screaming, ref, you suck. The puck never crossed the line. Hannafin trying to go tight on the blocker side. But, dude, that's so funny. They're screaming, ref, you suck. Like I said, it was waved off for goal interference, so it wouldn't have been a good goal anyway. What would have happened is it would have been called no goal, or it's no goal goalie interference. If the puck had crossed the line, then Calgary would have had the ability to challenge it and say there was no goaltender interference. However, the puck never crossed the line. So screaming, ref, you suck. How about Coleman? You are a quarter of an inch away, you bastard. How about screaming? I mean, it's a little bit more of a tongue twister. I get it. Not a whole lot of flow, but stupid fans being stupid. And trust me, I've been to hockey games. I've been to Golden Knights games many times. I've screamed, "Ref, you suck," when they made the right call. So, just to be clear, damn. Second intermission, the Kraken are beating the Sharks 5-1 on 14 shots. They are over a 33% make percentage right now. Good Lord. Not what I was expecting to see when I flipped over. Let's see real quick. Yeah, the boys in Discord shooting the shit. Nah, D left. Okay. What else? I was gonna look at something else and now I can't remember shit. Oh shit. It's like I'm not a hypocrite, I'm an asshole. That's two different things. Yeah, Don't Stop Believing is a good song for them to be playing right now. 5:52 to go in the second. Shots are 2012 Vegas. Should have been a little bit of a false start there, but Calgary's going to end up taking the net. The guy. Oh, that's offsides. There's no way that was not offsides. Dude, look at Schmid's. Oh, jeez. Another tongue twister. Look at Schmid sealing the post. Something our boys typically have a little bit of a problem with. Dude, his helmet looks fresh, man. I like it. Face off to the right of Schmid. Eichel in the circle. Loses the face off. Calgary. Up at the point. Looking to shoot. Shoots. Goes wide of the net. Stoney able to get the puck out to Eichel. Eichel. Dude, Eichel waiting too long again. I honestly thought he did too. He was whacking at Eichel the entire way, but let's see. Yeah, there. What are we looking at? What are these refs looking at? That's why, man, it's the amount of people that say Golden Knights get all the calls. They get all the calls. They get away with everything, and then all the calls go for them. They Dorofeyev getting tackled away from behind, away from the puck, no penalty. Dorofeyev getting hit in the face with a stick, no penalty. Eichel getting slashed on the hands on a breakaway, no penalty. Like, what are we doing here? And they blew the icing, a call that should not have been icing, in Calgary's favor. I get irritated at shit like that. Stoney's going to get it out. Calgary resetting. Anderson up ahead. They get it in. I forgot to have the box score up, so I got the names. Flames coming in. A great job by Barbashev to from behind to fight off that shot with the stick. All right. Bad second period typically means a good third period. I say typically, doesn't mean it will, but typically. Vegas is going to ice the puck. Calgary really needs some luck and some good pushing in order to get in, but we're under 4 minutes to go. Calgary resetting from their zone. Offsides by a mile. I know there's dude, Calgary's been offside like 40% of the time they enter the zone. Olofsson, and he goes low again on Wolf, and Wolf gets the stop. Like Olofsson needs to start going to the corners. Olofsson again shoots. Go a little shoot pass, goes right through. Haig tries to dump it. Yeah, Olofsson has what 11. Olofsson has 10 shots on goal. He makes up almost 50%, and he just cannot get it buried. Puck all the way up. Calgary loses it. We end up bringing it right into the zone. And they're going to call Pearson for the trip. So you know what the fucking penalty is. You just don't want to call it when it's the guys in white. Got you. Romancito, yes, I am in Vegas. So how are you watching? ESPN has region restricted. ESPN and the Golden Knights Network can all eat a dick. And I get mine in a way that I'm not going to go into further detail, but I got this really cool friend named Jack, Jack Sparrow. He is very nifty about finding things that you need. And there are a couple of nice little easy ways to hop on Google and find the things that you need. And you don't even need to know my friend. That was super dangerous. Kadri had an open net, but the puck went to his backhand. No more Stream East. Really? StreamEast.app? Give that one a shot. I only use that for the fights. You're going to be about a minute behind, but they have like 9 different, like if you do Stream East there's like 9 different things you could put after it. Just try app. You should be fine. If not, you can hop on Google and use certain keywords. I don't happen to know exactly where it'll work, but if you use words like web and before that you put like NHL, and then sorry, you have to add cast to web with NHL first, and if you I think that might that first pop up you get on the Google search would probably be a good place to start. I mean, again, certain words you're gonna have to try and puzzle what I'm saying together. Just because YouTube are twats and they don't even like you talking about certain things like that and telling people where to get the entertainment that they always got for free. If tell you what, if you could, I don't normally ask, but if you give me a little tap on that sub button, we'll call it even. And then whenever you have streaming issues, you come right back here and I'll help you find the game. Oh, Pearson. And he got it taken away. Great back check. Stole the opportunity from him. Kolasar with a nice play. 20 seconds left in the period. Battle going on. We're in the Vegas zone. Calgary has it, gets it behind the net, all the way around the boards to the center of the ice. We're going to get a shot from the center, and Schmid finally gets beat with 7 seconds to go on the clock. The Vegas defense completely let down Akira Schmidt. Every opportunity in the world. Hey, appreciate you, man. I'm glad I could help you find the game, though. But yeah, keep they should have a little list, I think, on the bottom that tells you a whole bunch of different Stream East things. And if you like, keep an eye on those too. Just remember a couple of them. And if one stops working, check a couple of the others. But I appreciate you, man. Like I said, glad we could get that worked out. It's funny. I don't always like giving away the stream because then I feel like nobody needs me anymore. But let's be real, no one needs me for hockey anyway, so it's all good. Might as well get everybody watching. But Demi, my dude, it's happening. Dorofeyev will get his goal. Or sorry, he will get his shots. I guarantee it. Again, if they would call a single penalty, I mean, they've called one. If they would call a penalty on Calgary, then Dorofeyev would get his shot no problem. But they refuse to call blatant penalty. Like, they call that tripping on Pearson, but they refuse. Again, I'm going to list them. The dude got mad at Dorofeyev, came from behind him, and tackled him down. Hey, it's all fun, man. It's all love. But Dorofeyev gets tackled down to the ground. The line judge comes to break him up, and the guy punches Dorofeyev in the face. No penalty. The same guy smacks Dorofeyev in the face with a stick. No penalty. Eichel gets slashed on the breakaway. No penalty. Plenty of people like me just listen to game commentary while on the road. Nice. Yeah, well, it will be. I started this season. I'm doing all the Vegas Knights games, or at least as many as I can. Schedule conflicts, but every day, man, I'm gonna have at least one hockey game on. The plan is from now through the playoffs, and then during the summer, I might go and pick a bunch of, do like every other day and pick a bunch of games and just do rewatches, watch a bunch of the Stanley Cup stuff, maybe do a Golden Knights Stanley Cup, do it in like a series and just watch their 4 series to get their win. So wow, let's see how it goes in the third. Yeah, I'm saying, man, Olofsson's got half the damn team shot, so he needs to get some. He needs to get something in. I forgot to throw on the intermission timer. I think I started it. I did not start it. All right. Well, usually I throw the intermission timer up there, but I'm a moron. Still upset about a goal with 7 seconds left to go in the period. But that's another one. Like, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, man. 9:30 stream. I'm barely having my coffee by then. But we will be watching Ovechkin break the record. And then we'll be back 7 o'clock tomorrow night for Vancouver. May throw another game in there. There's a couple of games that seem worth watching tomorrow. Stars in the Wild have potential. You need Knights -1.5. Stupid goal. Yeah. Hey, Bad news is they scored. The good news is we're done with the second period. We still have a 1 goal lead. We're going into the third. Third's usually like pretty much always our best period. So Akira Schmidt has looked great. I was actually talking to my pops because I couldn't remember why I knew that name, and it was from New Jersey. So he's doing great right now. That goal was not his fault. That's our defense collapsing. Like we just can't figure out how to play 60 minutes of hockey. Um, but yeah, Olafson and that line, I'm um very like very attack heavy. They're going in aggressive. Olafson's shooting. I like it. Like I said, Dorofeev would be. He'd have 4 goals if they would call a single freaking penalty. Pissing me off. Anyway, tomorrow. Oh, that's what it is. I don't know if I'll be back from the gym in time, but 2:30 p.m. Panthers and the Red Wings, and at 3 o'clock is the Bruins and the Sabres. So my plan tomorrow, and again, it's all how the schedule works, is we'll watch Ovechkin break the record against New York. Come back at 2:30 for the Panthers and the Red Wings. We'll dual screen it with the Bruins and the Sabres. And then if none of those games are great, we'll watch Crosby go off in Chicago. And then come back for 7 o'clock for the Knights against Vancouver. So don't know if all that will hold true, but that's at least the plan, man. I've been having a lot of fun the last couple days. I kind of lost interest in streaming more games than the Golden Knights. But the last week or so, I've been really, really getting back into it and just enjoying the hockey that we've been getting. Wanted to do a doubleheader today, but the games ended up. I'm happy I didn't because Devils whooped up on the Rangers. Jets got their asses beat. Boston whooped up on Carolina. Like a lot of the games I wanted to watch ended up being pretty flat games. Surprisingly, it was the Lightning and the Sabres that end up going into shootout, and then Alex Tuck comes in and seals it. So, yeah, but hey, while we got a couple minutes, we're in intermission. This is usually where I grab a snack, grab a drink. I encourage y'all to do the same. Hit the head. You know, depending on what you got, you can throw a couple into the wife real quick. I'm gonna switch to the Sharks game. Got Kraken -2.5. Well, buddy, you're in luck for that one. But Romancito, I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate the sub. Glad I could help you out, and I hope to see you again soon, man. I said hockey every day, so take care, buddy. All right, everybody else, I'll be back in a few minutes. Alrighty. So while we're waiting for them to get back, which should only be a minute, let's take a look at the ass whooping that is Seattle, San Jose. And Seattle's on a double minor or a major. Because they got 230, over 230 to go on the power play. Let's see what happens. I'm guessing it's just a high stake double minor, but it's San Jose and they're cheap little bastards, so. Play by play. 4 minute double minor for high staking. Wait. Okay. So yeah, just a double minor high stake. Ever since they got rid of Burns and Kane, San Jose's been a little bit less frightening. And they've never been frightening because they overly kick our ass or anything like that. They're frightening because they always hurt the shit out of one of our guys. I say when we got DeBoer, I was not happy. Gave him a chance, didn't enjoy him at all. Coming from San Jose, and San Jose, as dirty as they were against us when DeBoer was the coach, he came over and nipped the nuts out of the Knights. And then he goes to Dallas, and you get a guy like Ben trying to break Stone's neck, knowing like all the reports are Stone has neck surgery, and he comes back for the playoffs, and the dude cross-checks him in the neck while he's on the ground. All right, we're focused on tonight. Let me get the gotta have the box score up. Like, as we get in the playoffs and we're playing the same teams, or the same teams are playing each other, and the same teams are moving forward, I will definitely be a lot better with the names. I know my Knights, know a handful of other teams semi well. This is not a team I know very well, so it definitely makes it harder to call out names. Like, kind of, I know a couple of people that popped in. I know she was already gone. Demi, like, for the most part, I enjoy talking about what's happening or having a conversation with y'all, but I like doing the play by play to fill the time, but I'm a lot better at it. Like I said, calling out the Knights because I can recognize them by the way they skate. All right, Vegas wins the face-off, but White Cloud puts it up the board into a neutral zone turnover immediately. Oh, bad, bad, bad. Loose puck chaos on the high dot. Schmid doing very good in goal. Like I said, I do not put that goal on him. Whoever was responsible, I think it was McNabb. I could be wrong. Damn, dude. We've already had 12 goalies start. But then again, it was 2 years ago when we won the cup. I think it was when we won the cup. It might have been last year, but we had a stretch where 5 different goalies started and played the whole game, and all 5 got wins. First time, I think it was the first time in NHL history. Puck gets back to Calgary zone, but is quickly headed all the way back into Vegas zone. Petrangelo up the ice, and it's going to be an icing. A lot of stoppages. So, as we start the third period, Vegas has the lead 2-1. And also has the lead in shots 22-16. 40 seconds gone. Let's see if Vegas gets out of their own zone. How about you drop the puck, Dick? I hate these refs. They're like juke the puck drop and then get mad at the players for false starting and all kinds of shit. And there, Schmid finally got beat stick side. Dude, we cannot figure out how to play 60 minutes of hockey. Oh, that's why I was like, why is the corner of my room so dark? It's because I don't have my LED plugged in. Hey, that's a great shot off a face-off win. Jack Eichel loses the face-off. Of course, when we won the face-off, they called the face-off back. I'm still mostly pissed about 3 bullshit missed calls or just decision not to make the call. And the 2 that really upset me are Dorofeyev getting high sticked and Eichel getting slashed right on the hand on a breakaway. Eichel went for the shot from the short angle. Pretty sure I just said sharp angle, but we're going to go with the sharp angle. I usually call it a hard angle, but I have the volume just up enough to hear them say sharp, and that just completely wrecked everything in my brain. Cadre v. Howden. And Calgary's going to get it out. McNabb's too slow. Schmid played it around the net perfect, but I don't like that backhand towards the net from that angle. We can't get the puck out of the zone, dude. They're going to score again. What was that? Another icing on Vegas, but man, what are we doing? I don't know. Like, I might have to watch this. I'm going to have to watch this game again to see what changed between the first and second period, besides Calgary saying, fuck it, hit everybody, and the Knights getting scared. Calgary has it. Good tip away. Dorofeyev is able to get it out, but not far out. I actually expect them to call a penalty on the guy toe picking. There's another shot. Schmidt saw that one though. We actually did good clearing out the net, so there was no screen. Why did you buy space just to turn over the puck, Shea? I do not. I've been a Nate. I've been a Shea Theodore. I don't know. So like when he plays well, I like it, but lately he has not been playing well, and he's pissing me off quite a bit because of dumb shit like that. He buys space, Calgary gives him the space, and then he just turns it over anyway. Will you drop the puck? What the fuck kind of face off was that? We're going to have to get into their zone. Here comes Olofsson. Tries to go all the way across. He did well, but Hannafin was being watched. Had a handful of Hannafin stick, but Carly getting in with Smitty. And it's right back out. Haig has it, gets it up the boards, and at least Vegas came away with it for a moment. Petrangelo, but Riley Smith under all kinds of pressure. Dude, Calgary's kicking our ass, and we're doing nothing in response. We're being afraid. Good job, Schmidt. I thought he slid a little too far out of position, but it worked out. Barbie down, hit him. There you go, Barbashev. Eichel does, dude. Shea Theodore hits the blocker. Good save, Wolf, but man, he had so much net to go for. But one thing I will say Eichel does, I mean, and it may not be better than most, but in my opinion, he does much better than most, is using his body to protect the puck. Oh, did it not? Yep, it just he had Kansas right here, and he goes down low and hits him in the blocker. And we got 3 icings back to back to back. Got to set a reminder. Download Fishing Planet. Because eventually, during the summer, we're going to have to do stuff when there's no game. So we'll just get drunk and fish virtually while we talk, while we have some hockey games on. Calgary gets it out. Dorofeyev just got his stick slashed out of his hand. That was a great steal by that pass. Howden kind of gets it through the sod, gets it to Dorofeyev, gets it across the sod, and Wolf actually makes the save. You bastard! Why are you so good? But earlier on that first possession in the zone, Dorofeyev got the stick slashed out of his hand. I think Bean might have actually touched that. But Wolf just making a great screen over. This had Sod just kind of had to catch into wreck. Couldn't really get a boom. So plenty of time for Wolf to get over. Great save. Petrangelo hits bodies up front. Riley Smith keeps it low. Wolf kicks it up and out of play. Let's do this way. 5 minutes gone in the third. Shots are 25-19 Vegas. Dude, these line judges with dropping the puck I just don't get it. Not sure why that wouldn't. I mean, Olsen's gonna get back, get the puck, dump it in. Then he passes. Wolf passes it right to Olofsson, but Olofsson wasn't ready for it. Puck all the way back. Haig battling on the boards. Gets it up, and they get it out. Calgary right back in. Theodore gets it to McNabb. McNabb swinging it around. Hits the stanchion weird. Hits the boards weird. And now over to Eichel. Theodore. Back to Eichel. He wasn't able to get through Uyghur, but Stoney gets it, and everybody had already abandoned the front of the net. McNabb just got dropped. I know the number, but I can't. Yeah. Klapka. Okay, yeah. I'll say it was either Kadri or Klapka, but 43. So Klapka leveled Braden McNabb. Another whistle. 13:23 to go in the third. Shots are 26-19 Vegas. 2-2 is the score. And we are going to go to a commercial break. So let's take a moment to find out what's happening in the other ass whooping, hockey game that is being played. Just under 5 minutes to go. Cracking up 5-1. Shots are 23-22 Sharks. Again, those 5 goals came on 14 Kraken shots. Brutal. Let's see. Uh-oh. Trying to look for some news while we're on commercial break, and we have a curling controversy. Apparently, multiple reports of China burning rocks intentionally throughout the World Curling Championships. It's got a video saying this is the most egregious. I'm not familiar enough with curling to really understand. Yeah. Oh, nice this season. Yeah, that's right. That first goal was the first time Calgary scored on the Knights this season. Oh man, I haven't seen Patchy in a Golden Knights jersey in a long time. Look at my boy. Another guy would probably still be here if he wasn't so injury prone. And we've got another Calgary icing. Still trying to get over it, but that high stick no call is pissing me off again. There's one shot on goal. And I promise he will be set up again. Dorfeev going to the back wall. That hit was very uncomfortable. Why is Theodore alone? He had Huberdeau wide open with a wide open net. They just could not connect. And we're going to get a holding call? They just refuse to call penalties on Calgary, but they will call. Let's see the hold. Yeah, I'd like to see a better angle of that because that looked like a bullshit call to me. Dude, will you drop the puck? This officiating crew is one of the worst I have seen, and we have watched a lot of games, and I have bitched and moaned about the refs. Everybody knows this, but these guys have been absolutely terrible. I don't understand how Vegas, no calls on, we got one penalty on Calgary, but I mean, they're letting everything go when it comes to hitting us and like high sticking and slashing and all that stuff. And they're going to call that a holding on McNabb. It's like, this is why I wish I had bourbon, but this is also a good reason for me not to have bourbon. Calgary controlling the zone. They're not getting them clear. There we go. Carlson has got to haul ass. And Wolf beats Smith. I mean, damn. And now we're a man down as Riley Smith is trying to get back in the play. There he is. There you go. Petrangelo blocking a shot. And they miss at the blue line. Minute to go in the power play. 11:40 in the game. Puck goes up out of play. Face off in the Vegas zone. Oh, it hit Petrangelo and then hit the post. And that absolute, well, no. He was in the right spot for it. Well, see, I mean, that's a great job by Wolf because there was no way that Carly was taking the shot, but he forgot the puck when he went to shoot it. So we've got a another freeze. Just on a random conversation, I'm trying to put a video together that's just a really, really quick basics of hockey, like as we're getting to the playoffs. That'd be a good idea, newer watchers or people who are still confused on the little things. And I just wanted it to be like 10 minutes long. That way it's just boom, boom, boom. Now you know enough to where when you hear these things, you know what it is. I started writing out a list just to have something in order. My goodness, I don't think it can be done in 10 minutes. Calgary controlling the Vegas zone. 30 seconds left on the power play from the low dot. Hits Hannafin out high. Sorry. Brain's malfunctioning because I'm nervous. Calgary still controlling. 12 seconds. This is bad news for the Golden Knights. They need to get the puck out of the zone. Pass right up front. Puck's bouncing around. Chaos drill. And Schmidt's able to cover it up. I don't like this. We got 3 seconds left on the power play. Great block, Hannafin. Calgary wins it. We're back to full strength. But we're going to get an icing because apparently no one told him that period was over. Either that or he thought McNabb was going to go up the ice. But That play didn't really call for McNabb to cherry pick right there. 10:35 to go in the third. Shots are 28-21. I am in the mood to make a Vegas gold call. My voice is not, but I sure as hell am. So let's go. Kind of a neutral face-off. McNabb gets, or Petrangelo gets it, but instead of sending it out of the zone, he half tips it up the ice, not even far enough to get it to the player that he was kind of close to throwing it towards. What are we doing, guys? Here goes Stoney trying to dance through. He does very well. And Eichel was right there. He couldn't quite get the puck, but he has it now. Trying to create some room. Gets it down to Stone. Tries to go out front to Barbashev, and that puck goes all the way to the boards. I thought it went out of play. Theodore kind of flubs the puck towards the net. Pucks to the net, bodies to the net. Barbashev throwing a shoulder. And Stoney gets picked off, and then he smashes a dude. And now Stoney, they're going to go after Stone. I thought it was a clean hit. What are we even pausing for? Stoney lost the puck. The guy went to play it, and he hit him. They're calling elbowing? When he got interfered with. Yeah, and then, but then they call, they are happy to call whatever they can make up on Vegas, but then they refuse. Yeah, and then the face-offs. I mean, it's like they're waiting. It's literally like they're waiting for Calgary. No, you put your stick right there, and then I do this, and then you get the puck. Because I mean, the one there's one where it happened like four times, and then Eichel wins the face-off, and they call it back. And then the Calgary guy is tapping, he's doing this on the ice, and then wins the face-off. And it's like, what? I had to go vent for a minute. And then they don't call the guy coming up and hitting Stone in the face? How you get elbowing from that is obnoxious. They cannot make a call where the power play goes to the Golden Knights, but they are making up calls to give Calgary an advantage to win this game. This is obnoxious. This officiating crew is unbelievable. I said, when we played, the last time we played Pittsburgh, where there were slashes and guys getting their stick broke from slashes and two high sticks that weren't called. This is way worse. It is clear Stone hits him with the shoulder, right to the shoulder, and he finishes, like his arm is straight the entire time. How do you elbow somebody like this? That is the most obnoxious. All it is, we're in Calgary. We gotta call that because the fans are mad. How you don't call, and then the guy walks up and hits Stone right in the head. But you gotta make up the penalty on the Golden Knights. Calgary breaking into the Vegas zone. Shot goes way wide into the low corner. Huberdeau has it at the point. Howden trying to fight him off. Puck comes up. He's got a guy back door. I don't know if that's Whitecloud or McNabb who was in front of the net. I don't know if they got around and got a stick on it, but that was helping out the goalie a little bit there, even though you let him walk right in with the guy back door. $45 to go on the power play to Calgary. It just sucks because all the players, hang on, Calgary at the high dot, gets away. Carlson gets it down ice. 10 seconds to go on the power play while Calgary resets. The most infuriating thing is that the players and the coaches won't say anything about the officiating because they're horrified of getting fined. Because in the world of the world, referees are the only people who are never held accountable. They are not allowed to be criticized. Well, actually, I can think of a couple groups, but we're not going to get into that conversation. Up to Eichel. Oh, he tried. It was just took too long to try and get it centered. Barbie just got tripped. Down to Barbie. He's going to fight. Hannafin throws it on net. It goes wide. Petrangelo is just going to throw it down the boards because he can't make a decision. Eichel down low. He's looking. Throws it all the way to Stoney in a great shot. But I don't know if Wolf saved it. But, man, what a shot from Mark Stone. Petrangelo. Oh, Barbashev was trying to do a little bump pass towards Hannafin, but he was already gone. All right, they're going to flip it out. It goes deep. Theodore. Great job to cut through those two. Howden all the way across to Dorofeev, but misses Dorofeev on the connection. Need Dorofeev to get one more shot, man. He's close. Carlson's trying to get deep, trying to get it centered. Had Olofsson crashing. Olofsson and Carlson fighting for it up in the high corner. Puck almost got to Riley Smith, but Calgary got there first. Puck just bouncing its way down the net till it's finally off. Or sorry, down the high wall till it's finally offsides. What a look by Stoney. Eichel gets it all the way through straight to Stone. And Wolf missed it and it hit the post. Okay. At least Wolf didn't save it. I like the guy. All right, 5:17 to go in the third. Shots are 29-21 Vegas. 2-2 is the score. I don't like this. But here we are. Said it once, I'll say it a million times. This is good hockey. It's 2-2. If the refs would call a penalty against Calgary, it would be 5-2. However, they seem completely incapable of calling blatant penalties. And then they make up, like, dude, how do they call Stoney for elbowing? I am like, I'm just beyond thoughts right now about that, man. I'm so irritated. But here we are. I mean, all game they've just been making sure to avoid, like, the holding on McNabb was bullshit. McNabb got interfered with, and they called him for holding. Mark Stone delivers a perfect shoulder to shoulder hit, and I mean perfect shoulder to shoulder hit. Gets called for elbowing. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. You had a game the other day where I forgot who it was, but there was there was a hit to the head. It was a pretty soft hit to the head, but the guy got hit on the chin by a shoulder as two guys were crossing. And the refs got together and then called a high stick. I mean, the stick was 4 feet away from the guy's head. It wasn't even close. But they didn't know what happened, so they made it up. Pearson trying to keep it deep. And Wall overskates just a lot of it. Calgary coming in. Dude falls as he hits the blue line. The Calgary ice is trash. I forgot what game we were watching a couple days ago that was in Calgary, but their ice is not good. Calgary has it in the zone. They pass it right to Barbashev. Eichel charging up the ice. Back for Stone. Stone tries to get it to Barbashev. Wolf ends up getting the pad out to kick the opportunity away. We're trying, man. McNabb tried to pinch the wall. Dude, a lot of opportunity for Calgary right there off of bad decisions, man. Bad decisions are costing us right now. That and bullshit calls because our guys are tired after having to fight off multiple bullshit penalties without getting obvious power plays. All right, I'll try. I'll try and stop now. Paul sends it all the way around. Calgary in their own zone. They exit. Bean dumps it down. Petrangelo knocks off his feet on the boards. Haig there to stop a good, a possibly good attempt. Puck's just thrown down ice. Olofsson tries to get it to Carly. That's one of those you just throw it at the net and hope that Carly's crashing gets a rebound. But never lost a game in this chair, so. Calgary into the zone. They get the pass somewhat through, but Haig does a great job tying them up. Haig has been fantastic this year. Like, Haig, defensively, McNabb's always been great, but Haig and Whitecloud have really stepped up. Offensively, Keegan Colasar is the most improved player on the team. Weird bounce off of the boards. Vegas is going to get it deep and go for a change. 2:15 to go in the game. Steal by Pearson. He's trying to get it deep. Colasar battling in the low corner in the Calgary zone. Get it out. Hannafin's going to try and get it back deep. Waugh has it over to Colasar. We got a little bit of space up to White Cloud. Shoots, hits a stick right out front. Good save. White Cloud with the jumping. He jumped and kept that putt. It was just out, but that was a hell of a try by Whitey. Eichel gets tripped, and we got a power play. How about that? Oh my goodness. They know how to call a penalty on Calgary. And even the commentators are saying there was a little delay in calling that penalty. He almost didn't call it. Ball to the box. A minute 29 in the game. 2 minutes on the power play. It should be their 5th of the night. I can't believe they actually called. Now our power play is going to be a little rough just because we're tired and we haven't had much opportunity. Calgary wins the face-off, sends it around the boards. Dorofeyev can't block it. We got a minute 20, fellas. It's not. I'm not good with Spanish, but you've said enough to make me say, hell yeah, let's go Vegas. I don't want 30 seconds of 4-on-3. I want to win. No overtime. Let's go, fellas. Dorofeyev set up on the dot. Oh, Stoney he lost the puck. Oh, he tried to make a move inside and just lost it. Dorofeyev was just sitting on that dot waiting. 23 seconds. $15, guys. Come on. And the Stone Barbashev connection misses. We can't keep it in. How is that not a hold? He grabbed his arm. Or he grabbed his leg. That should have been a hold. Jeez. I don't like this stress. Not a fan. All right, so was it 5-1 final tally of the whooping? Yep. Kraken end up beating San Jose 5-1. So, a lot of blowouts today. I was really hoping this would be one of them, and it is not. I don't know what is going on with our second period, but we two things that would completely change our game. Somehow convince the guys that games are 60 minutes long and you have to play for 60 minutes. That would be a good start. Also, where what happened to the physical play of the Vegas Golden Knights? Like I bitch about it all the time. So you know my theories. The Boer came in, clipped the nuts off everybody, and nobody's been able to grow them back. But we do not hit people. Or you know what? Granted, actually, I got to retract that entire last part of that statement because Mark Stone put one of the cleanest hits to happen in hockey, and he gets called for elbowing when his elbow he hit him like this, shoulder to shoulder, and got called for an elbowing. So then again, it's like, dude, we can't do anything. All right, 4-on-3 for 30 seconds. Dorofeyev heading in. Hannafin, Eichel, Hannafin. You got it in overtime, Demi. Eichel puts it into a leg. And now we're going to have 4-on-4 hockey. Riley Smith gets the puck taken away. Watch your back. Pietrangelo, pay attention. All right. Pietrangelo, turn around. Thank you. Oh, Vegas has it. And then we lose it immediately. God bless it, guys. Can we control the puck? Oh, that was a good job by Olofsson. That didn't turn out in anybody's favor, but all right. Vegas resetting from behind their net. Howden. Oh, guy falls over, still makes the play on the puck. How do you let that happen, Howdy? Sat there and tried to fight with them, but how he doesn't go all the way around the guy that fell down. Great play by whoever that was, but damn it, Brett, come on. Stoney versus Ball. White Cloud's helping. Back up, guys. There you go. Dude, Calgary is dominating. Stoney gets it out. Eichel with Hannafin and Stoney. I don't know who's coming up from behind. Stoney just got tripped. Theodore goes out of the zone. Stone just got tripped right in front of the net. Eichel trying to dance too much. Eichel got lucky. Theodore with Wall. Theodore shoots. Wolf gets the block, and that's a one and done. Trying to the Wall and Barbashev coming up together over the Wall. Good stick, Calgary. Minute and a half to go. Flames behind their own net. Kadri not able to get through. Knights shut him down. Go, Carly, go. Everybody's trying to get in the zone themselves. Dorofeyev skating around. Making space. Theodore behind him. He throws it up ice. Howden loses it. Theodore, we got 40 seconds, fellas. Come on. Don't let an opportunity go the other way. Here we go. Riley Smith from the low dot trying to make a move. Yes. What an incredible. What an. Yeah, backhanding from below the net. Oh, wow, even better. Yes, yes, they did. One more. Oh, wait, we got to hit the right one. Let's go. Riley Smith when Eichel couldn't. Yes, absolutely. Hey, I appreciate you. I really do. That is awesome, man. I hate when they do this to me, but in classic fashion, we got to make the goal call. Make sure where the assist came from. Theodore Olofsson. So, scoring for your Golden Knights with his 13th of the season and an overtime game winner, number 19, Riley Smith. With an assist from number 27, Shea Theodore. And a secondary assist from number 21, Brett Howden. Yay. Woo! Yay! Woo! No shit, you put money on the Knights when it was 2-2, and they came through for you, man. Hey, shout out to Akiri Schmid, our goalie, because they had a chance to win it right there at the end, and Schmid stood tall, man. Those goals were not his fault. And then, sure enough, we go into overtime. It is a no stoppage overtime. That went, 4 minutes. What was it? 4 minutes, 31 and a half seconds of 4-on-4, because we carried 30 seconds of that power play, and there were 0 stoppages once that 30 seconds was up. I don't think it stopped that entire time. What a win, man. You know, it's hard enough when you're playing the 6 guys on the ice, but when the refs are just letting high sticks go, they're making up elbow ins, they're making up holdings, letting slashes on breakaways. Like, yo, bro, good shit on your money, man. You made a good bet. I'll tell you what, especially against Calgary, the Knights are a good bet when it's tied. But damn, man, what an exciting game, and I hate when that happens. I'm telling you, like, this is hockey I love. I wish the refs would call the penalties, because the game would have been 6-2. With that being said, this is exciting, great hockey. This is what we want the playoffs to be. Just 1-goal games going into overtime. However, when the Knights are playing, that is not good hockey. Wasn't much, but I'm happy regardless. Hey, man, exactly. A couple extra bucks in the tank, get a burger, get a little smoke, a couple extra bottles of beer. Doesn't really matter how much it was, man. You got that extra couple bucks? Hell yeah. But yeah, like, good hockey when the Knights play or when the Knights win 6-0. But this was fantastic hockey. Like, I love this time of year because it is already playoff season. Calgary needed those points to stay, like, in the hopes of grabbing the wild card. Vegas just needs to not suck so that we maintain first in the division. I mean, you got a lot of guys fight, a lot of teams fighting for spots. You got a lot of teams that know. I mean, just knowing what's going on, man. President's Cup's up in the air between Washington and Winnipeg. There's a lot going on. Like I said, we're a couple of weeks away from playoff season, but it is, or from playoff starting, but it is playoff season for sure. I love this game, man. Like, seriously, how do you not love this game? But just because I've got to be up early to watch Ovechkin break the record, I'm going to go ahead and sign out of here. But I appreciate Z Pure. I see you, man. I I don't want to butcher MMA. I don't want to butcher it. Like, but a couple new folks dropping in, which was awesome, man. Definitely psyched that you won some money. That's good shit. Now, of course, I knew we were gonna win because my boy Azon Blaze popped in for the first time in a while, and he is the lucky rabbit's foot. But all right, great finish. It's gonna be a good night. And we will be back here at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Washington Capitals versus the Islanders. May pop up back on about 3 o'clock. Who plays Detroit that I wanted to watch? Florida Detroit tomorrow, and Florida Detroit Bruins Sabres. Oh yeah, that's right. Penguins Blackhawks. Never mind with that. But we're gonna double screen a couple games if I'm here in the afternoon. But definitely here at 9:30. Definitely here 7 o'clock for Vancouver. So we will be back here for that. But big day tomorrow. Hey, like I said, I don't want to butcher Shizo. I hope I'm not butchering that, man. But I greatly appreciate you stopping by. That was a wild finish, man. I'm glad the Knights pulled through for you. But hey, hope to see you again soon, man. We're gonna be streaming all of the playoff games. So if nothing tickles your fancy the next couple of weeks, hope to see you around playoff time. But thank you again, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Congrats on the win, everybody. Much love. Bright and early.